happens. Ugh. To do with all this shit, man. I hate the limits on shit. I'm one of those guys who just pack rats expensive things and then never uses it. I don't need the money. I like 3 New Vegas. I didn't do all the DLC for New Vegas because it wasn't out at the time and I didn't really want to jump back in when it did come out. They were fun. The thing with Fallout is I just kind of get like a... so goddamn samey between them all that you kind of just get like a... you just kind of get like a burnout. I don't think I was over my burnout with them by the time 4 came out. And the main story was kind of shitty enough that like that didn't help. 4's not a bad game, but it doesn't really up the ante, I'd say, at all. It's still just Fallout. If that's all you want, then by all means it's good, but... don't know, felt like they were kind of just... they're cashing it in, but... kind of felt like they're cashing it in a bit. Like I said, I didn't do all the side quests. It was one of those rare games that I don't like fully complete. Well, I don't 100% every game, but I only put like 40 or 50 hours in it. It's another reason I don't do the main story usually before all the side quests. Is if I'm not... I'm kind of like done after I finish the main story, it feels like always. I want to like end on a high note. So I kind of get everything done beforehand. And so I finished Fallout 4 and I was like, okay, well, we hit the high note and the story was kind of shit. And I was just like, I'm good, man. I played so much Fallout 3 in New Vegas that I just couldn't be bothered anymore. Yeah, exactly. See, I played New Vegas like right when it came out. And I did all the Fallout 3 like 100% in it. So it was like, when I was done in New Vegas, I was done with Fallout for a while. That's why I didn't come back for the DLC. And 4, I don't know. I wasn't like ever like a Fallout fanboy either. I'd always liked Elder Scrolls more. That didn't help. So I just kind of needed to be in the mood, and I kind of wasn't sometimes. It was good stuff, but I own it. Maybe we go back, but I don't know. And the thing is, I hear that from some people too, that they thought 4 wasn't that great. Even some fanboys that I know. So I feel like that kind of feels out there. I'd have just not been feeling it that week too, man. I mean, that happens. Sometimes I'm just like, eh. Yeah, I'd recommend trying it. Especially if, I mean, it's like 15 bucks right now on PC, I think. I think the DLC is supposed to be pretty shit compared to the other games, but there's a bit. I'm sure it's passable. Just gotta go put another book away. Oh, I know that feeling, man. Maybe not like work, but I know the feeling of it being this impossible backlog. We always joke about that on the channel, like it's just never gonna finish everything. Just for games, man. There's enough shit I'd like to do that doesn't involve video games, but I'll never just finish just the video games. Pretty much what I do with my free time is just stream. So shit, I like to watch some shows, some movies or something, but I'll never finish all the games, man. I try to slide in a little bit of everything, but for the most part I'm on the stream. Definitely too much out there, man. Trying to catch up with the old stuff and keep up with the new stuff. There's a lot more than you think. That's why it's kind of weird when people say, like, there's nothing to play. I'm like, I just don't think you really like a whole lot, or haven't really thought about it. Oop, I was gonna put away the ledger. I started talking. You Myron, bro? You been Myron? It's really difficult for me to find something I don't want to do. Oh, like, it's just hard to not have like something going on. That's my deal. When people are like, I'm just so bored all the time, I'm like, you're fucking cuck, dude. I'm like, there's so much shit going on. Even just on my damn computer, man, I've got enough entertainment. I could fucking die before I got to experience most of it. Marring hard, dude. Taught me to be resourceful? Yeah. That's how I am, man. It's cheap and I got plenty to do. But, I don't know. I mean, some people maybe just don't like playing like new shit or old shit, and that's fine. I'm not saying it's like wrong to hate on certain things or not like certain means of entertainment, but I think there's enough out there that they shouldn't be like bored. And shit, I got a lot of free time and I'm not bored ever. Some people don't have as much free time and they somehow don't have anything to do. I guess it could just be a mindset too. Yeah, let's go to Caldera, sell some shit, because I have some bullshit. Or I could do some alchemy. Is it time to do alchemy? That's so boring. I kind of need to like crank through some mats. Crank that Soldier Boy. Get your Soldier Boy consoles, man. I'd get more XP if I did bigger potions. Up. There's a lot of good stuff to enjoy, man. I've got a list of games we played and games I've played. We've done some of them on the stream, but games I played underneath the stream and games I plan on playing, which always needs more recommendations, by all means. I've always said that sometimes only one guy in the world might know a great game, like by all means tell me the game, I'll look it up. Because nowadays a lot of the really good stuff is hidden in the indie scene and all that. I don't really put on that list games that haven't come out yet, though. That's just kind of a lot of extra typing. It doesn't really matter. I don't know, my goal with games is like, I try to play all the new shit that comes out as a priority that I care about. Like, I'm not gonna play like Battlefield or something. Or Battlefield, whichever one's the shooter. Military shooter. I mean, I like those games, but not enough anymore to spend time on them. Bad Company. That's my jam. And after that, it's just kind of like shit people talk about, or shit I just kind of generally having a feeling for. Or games that are part of a series that are getting like another installment later in the year. Try to like make sure I'm caught up for important shit. I need to put away the Daedra Heart. You know what, I'm just gonna use it, dude. Not enough going back. Need to focus on like big mats. I had to stop reading the miscellaneous. For some reason I'm having a brain fart. What is that? I'm sure I know, I don't know. This is the problem with the alchemy, is like, if you could just organize it by like useful things, like store magicka, that'd be great. That's such a pain to find everything. We got 22 of these. Train agility. There's a restore agility. Find some more of those. The old drain fatigue, man. Drain fatigue, drain strength. Oh, okay. I always think of the Myron thing from like Zaz. That fucking lifter who died or whatever. And I just see it on like 4chan and random places for the last decade. Marvin, bro. Wait, plumes, man. That's what it was. Can I get more XP if I just like put more things in here? I'd rather just make these like giga potions that have like a bunch of random shit in them. Fortify intelligence. A yam. Oh, okay. Yeah, well, that makes sense then. That's where I kind of think of it. It's just a bodybuilding thing. It's not a lot when I was doing bodybuilding. That was a while ago. Try to be healthy and shit, but I don't do much lifting anymore. Maybe someday. Guar hide. Got some drain willpowers, man. Fatigue, personality, these weigh more too. Oh, really? Okay. Oh, okay. Is it still active? Maybe I'll go there. Yeah, I'm just on 4chan a lot. Well, I'm in here and on my Discord a lot. 4chan, and I lurk. I lurk Reddit too, but the problem with Reddit is not very fast. And it's more of like a safe zone kind of thing, which is cool. It makes for some good discussions, but it's also like kind of a hug box. I mean, a hug box isn't like a horrible thing, but kind of nice having a few places. That's when I read it. Oh, okay. Lifting while you're like, I'm imagining you like lifting weights like on your phone or something. These menus are ass though. If there's just like a pop down to just show you what each one did without me mousing over them all, that'd be good. Whatever. Drain health. Do I have any other drain health? I should make some poisons and hold on to them. I have a quest that I have to poison somebody. See, in this game, I don't know what is like, what requires a particular, like potion. Like if I have to poison somebody, do I have to use like the quest giver's poison? You know, or can I just use whatever? Sometimes it's just kind of up in the air. Problem with the racer plumes is it only does two things. Levitate's not very common. Drain willpower is kind of rare. Yeah, at the beginning I didn't understand it, because you don't know any of what any of these do. But once I like bought some levels in alchemy and just gained a few, I could see that each of these had like a particular thing it did. So I was just like, figured out that if I can match two things with the same perk, it'll make a potion with that. And then if I match one with, you know, if I could do like two with drain agility, and then one of these has, you know, resist magicka, and I could find a third that has resist magicka, I could add that to the potion. And it's cool, but it's a system that if you're not memorizing every single thing about everything, you'd really want a menu that lets you filter ingredients based on certain perks and shit. So it's not something I would ever, in a casual run, want to do much, except for the levels right now. Like you can make like health and magicka and fatigue potions easy enough, but everything else is kind of a bitch. That's what the time to get into it. Apparently it's really OP. You go hard. I know the speedruns from what little people have told me. And just the ounce I watched, because I don't want to get too many spoilers. A lot of the run has to do with alchemy. Sicko mode, yeah. This is the kind of shit I mean in Morrowind. You can kind of take like your spells and your enchantments and your alchemy and use it to completely bust yourself if you want. I feel like that's something like way later game. I mean, I'm sure there's people inclined to go this hard from the beginning. But like, I'm going pretty hard and I don't even want to sit here and like figure out what all these do. Like to make the perfect potion or something. But I can see that would break the game and let you do some cool shit if you wanted. Drain personality, a swift swim. The other problem is when you make a bunch of potions, your fucking inventory has a lot of shit in it. And it does not stack them, usually. It just kind of like throws them in there and you have to stack them yourself sometimes. Kind of sucks nuts. Store personality, strength. So I just kind of build up a lot of mats, and then I kind of just use them all like right now. I get levels, because I'm going to need these levels for some of the guilds. It's just got a really bad menu. Stream for 39 hours straight. Yep. Usually stream for a while. I haven't done one long like that in a while. I'd like to, but just gotta find the right game and be in the right mood. Sometimes I'm just like tired for no reason, sometimes not tired, so. It's usually like a game that's like addictive but doesn't require like an assload of you. That's not always true. I did the Donkey Kong Country 3 100%, followed by like Conker's Bad Fur Day, which is like 20 to 30 hours, and those required a lot of me. I just enjoy streaming, chit-chatting with people, playing all the great games out there. Yeah, those were a long time ago. One of these days I'll do more. I mean, today's stream will probably be like 10 hours at least. Actually started at the beginning of the day. Ten hours at least of me doing alchemy here. Drain personality, restore endurance. I think that's good for now. I need to go sell this shit. It's not gonna, like, it helps my weight, but now I have a fucking inventory of that many potions. Which is not gonna cut it. So I roll up my sleeves at the cold. Don't know what we'll do after Morrowind. Talking about doing Wings of V. Somebody bought that. Gifted it to me. But it's a really hard game. Just not in the mood. I don't want to force it. Thought about doing some drinking tonight for fun. But I don't know, this game and drinking, I don't know if it really mesh. Maybe I could whip out the RE4 Professional, but if Ripper was around, I'd say some co-op. In January, it's the new Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe or some shit. I haven't played any of the new Super Mario Bros. U games, or the new Super Mario Bros. Games. So, I guess I'll give that a go. Like Onimusha, Kingdom Hearts, and then what else was it? Resident Evil Remake. Other than that, I don't know, I've been kind of feeling like a replay on some shit. Replays are weird for me because like I got so much I'd like to play that kind of like justifying a replay. Something that doesn't happen often, but I want to do like a 1,000-year door run again or something. Metroid Prime trilogy again. Like the one on the Wii and the Wii U. Yeah, the one on the Wii was the first one, right? The Super Mario Bros. And then they put one on the DS. I think they put a few on the DS, a few on the Wii. I played a little bit of the DS one. It was alright. But I figure I'm down for a platformer. And I might as well try those out. I did Mario Bros. 1 and 3 a little while ago. So I was like, I might as well try some new ones. Mario platformers, like I like Mario platformers. But something about the level design and the floatiness. Like, they're great games still, but more of like a Donkey Kong Country guy. Everything's like really tight and like it's more linear, but it's like more difficult. One on the DS, one on the 3DS, yeah. There's a game I want to play on the 3DS, it's Super Mario Land. Super Mario 3D Land. I love the fucking Super Mario 3D World, dude. I like that better than like Odyssey, or not Odyssey, maybe not Odyssey, the Galaxy. 3D World was really cool. Played the DS one, but didn't finish it. Yeah, I might go back and play those just for fun. But the Super Mario U Deluxe is supposed to be the Wii U one and the Luigi Wii U one combined. Yeah, I don't know. Donkey Kong's just like atmosphere. Like the gameplay, it's like, I mean, the difficulty is nice. The flow is good, the music's good. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to doing 3D Land. I finally can have the ability to, well, I mean, with emulators I guess I could, but I have the actual ability to stream from my 3DS now. We've been trying to do a little bit of 3DS shenanigans. That's something I'd like to do. They seem cool. There's so many good platformers out there. I'm not saying Mario's bad. I love playing them, but no, they always felt, just didn't feel as tight. Just wasn't on the same level exactly. Not bad by any means, but Yoshi's Island was cool. But even that, I mean, they got more of a focus on exploration and shit, which is totally fine, but it wasn't like great exploration. Like breeze through 3D land, yeah. 3D World had some challenging bits when you got into like the later half, but yeah, I could see that it being really easy on a. Oh shit! I was gonna save the drain health. Oops. I could see them being really easy. That's fine though. I mean, as long as they're fun. Like Odyssey was easy, but the gameplay lends itself to letting you kind of make your own challenge, I guess. Like tricks and fucking with the environment. Kind of like gave you an environment to just kind of go off and do what you wanted. Or that's where 3D World was really cool, was they actually gave you like some challenges you only had like a couple ways to actually beat, so you just had to like execute. That's some really hard parts. Yeah, the final thing was really hard. I liked that a lot. Like that super long gauntlet you had to do. It was pretty cool. Yeah, Odyssey's good, man. I think it's really good. Here are these ones cluttering my goddamn inventory. Oh, absolutely, dude. Good taste, man. Tropical Freeze was godly, man. I always tell people, I'm like, dude, play fucking Tropical Freeze, man. It's out on the Switch now, too. I like Donkey Kong Country Returns as well. There's really not a Donkey Kong Country game I don't like. I played Donkey Kong Country for the first time like 3 or 4 years ago, too. I didn't play them when they came out. I really liked them still. Yeah, Tropical Freeze I played at launch. That was really awesome. "3D World" was great. I don't understand people who shit on 3D World. It's usually like, it's just another Mario World game. I'm like, what? When's the next real 3D Mario game? Just because they put the title. This is when like Nintendo's really bad at naming games. Like calling the Wii the Wii U was such a stupid move, and calling 3D World was like, it just made it seem like it was another cash-in. You know how they have the new Super Mario Bros. Games and they made like 1 million of them, and people were starting to be like, yo dude, this is kind of getting old. Like it's the same exact shit non-stop. It kind of felt like that to people, I think. Which Nintendo probably should have name 3D World something else. That's always what I see people lay into it with. Like it's just another Mario Bros. Game. Like it's actually a really good 3D game. Like I like it better in Galaxy. Played the ones on SNES as a kid, yeah. My first console was the N64. I've gone back and played a bunch of shit. We just played all the Mega Man classic games. I just played 1 through 11. I played 5 on the Game Boy. Fucking Mega Man and Bass. Played fucking Street Fighter X Mega Man. Played all the classic ones. I plan on doing X and all that shit too, so totally cool with playing older shit. But I wasn't. Point is, those weren't coming out fresh when I was young. Amulet of Domination. Just gonna sell it. Yeah, 3D World was great. I think that's kind of why I liked, you know. Well, see. I was gonna say that's why Donkey Kong Country is good, because it's more just like linear and you have to execute. But Galaxy was super linear, and I like 3D World more. I think Galaxy was solid, really great game, but the linearity and it not really letting you kind of just have like a deeper skill set. Like I don't know, the gameplay wasn't like super deep. Like you just kind of did what they wanted and that was it. Where in 3D world, it kind of felt like you had to execute more. There was more tricky shit you could do. I had an N64 before I had a SNES. Oh really? That's cool. That's interesting. Yeah, this was the first thing I had. How old are you now? Well, I mean, you don't have to answer that. People don't like that. Put it all in perspective. I am 26. I think pretty sure 26, 27. I'm pretty sure it's 26. One of those things I don't talk about my age very often, so I actually kind of forget. I don't do anything for like my birthday either, so. Okay, well, I guess we're leaving. 7, yeah. And 64, Mario 64, and like 4x4 something Rally were like my first games. Don't give a shit. Yeah, some people do, which I respect. I mean, I don't give out that much personal info. Just for shit. But nowadays, I don't think people are too worried about it. Alright, I need to go buy some arrows and then we'll continue Fighters Guild.
Where would you like to go?
Well, that's good taste, man. Yeah. Well, there's a lot of good platformers out there. I think what ones I played this year I liked a lot. I thought Celeste was pretty good. I need to look through my list. I was gonna like write out a list of things I played this year and maybe like compare them and talk about them. I actually wrote out the list, but I don't know if it's 100% complete. That maybe be fun. Open up conversation, I guess. Oh, I was gonna cut some YouTube videos today because I upload all these to YouTube. Not too much resounding success. Not that I'm shooting for success, but I mean, I don't really do YouTube for fun, so the only way to really gauge YouTube is by how many views you get. I don't get much. But I totally forgot to cut Red Dead Redemption 2. So now I lost the VODs. Because Twitch has like a 2-month time limit. I don't think anybody really cared about that one. But I figured I could have it up there anyways. YouTube just takes forever. And it's not entertaining. Unless, I mean, it's cool if you're like somebody who makes videos. And like that's your fun. But like I just upload videos from something I enjoy doing. So it's kind of It's more busy work. But maybe someday it'll be worth it. Not thinking about it much. That was a random rant. I was randomly ranting about YouTube. It's a waste of good free time cutting YouTube videos. I'm always salty about it. Alright, I think we're good on arrows here. Let's put these on. But yeah. Let's play Mega Man. Mega Man was a good set of platformers. I don't think any particular Mega Man just blew my balls off, but I thought they were all good. I thought 11 was one of the better ones. 11 was actually really good. Mega Man's not like a strict platformer. There's a lot of like action going on too. Alright, we're good. Let's go. Somewhere. That's an Alderin one. Turn it in. Yeah, I thought it was really good. I did them all in a row. Even the spin-offs. 11 was great. I thought it was really solid. It was better than most of them, easily. They were all pretty good. Each of them did some cool things. And NES and SNES, yeah. Out of those, I liked 2 quite a bit. And I liked what 6 tried to do. 3, a lot of people like, but I thought it was kind of silly sometimes. But, I don't know. There's a lot of good ones in there. 9 and 10 were styled after the NES ones. I thought out of the NES type of ones, 9 and 10 were better than 1 through 6, easily. They just kind of have better just game design. I don't know, they're just more entertaining. They felt better. Did play 8, it was good, dude. 7 and 8 are solid, man. 7 and 8 are really good. Absolutely. Where's the Fighters Guild? It's like all fucking windy and shit. Oh, I enjoyed them all quite a bit. You know, going into the series, I was looking more forward to X. So I figured I would just do the classics just to kind of catch up, right? But I ended up liking the classics more than I thought. So that bodes well for X. Probably do X. I don't know. Probably do what, 1 through 8 in a row when I get a point. And then try to decide if I want to jump into 0 and ZX, or if I want to do like Legends. I probably won't do Battle Network till way later since those are like RPGs, but there's a lot of good stuff in Mega Man. I'm glad I finally got to jump into it. It was one of those classic series I hadn't really done yet. Kind of like Fire Emblem. I need to begin Dragon Quest and Fire Emblem. I want to play Dragon Quest 11, but a part of me thinks like I should play through 1 through 10 first, but I might just play 11. We'll see. I planned on playing it last year. A lot of shit released at the end of the year. Where is this turned in at? X7 on PS2. Yeah, I heard the later X games are really fucking bad. People always say like X1's like really good, or X and X2 or something. We'll see. I think my least favorite out of the classics was Mega Man and Bass, man. Maybe not. I mean, maybe there's like shittier ones. I mean, 1 was shitty, but it's because it was like a proof of concept. It wasn't that bad. Yeah, I heard Builders was cool. Definitely want to try that. I feel like if I start with 11, I might like be kind of spoiled, but I don't think it'd be a big deal. I think 1 and 2 are like really short. I think there's even like a combo pack of them on the SNES. And most of them have remakes. Yeah, I've heard good things about Builders. 11. People are praising 11 in here a lot. Alright, so this is not turned in here apparently. Lorbemal Grow Oglock. Who? Where? Does anybody know where that guy actually is? I don't mind people telling me shit for things I've already seen before. It's just a lapse in memory. I don't think it's a big deal. It's like Final Fantasy. That's why it's not a huge deal, I think. But for me, it's like history of the series and like progression of gameplay. But I think they're pretty traditional overall, so it's probably not that big of a leap in gameplay. But I'm pretty sure it's like Final Fantasy. I don't know if there's any direct sequels. I think they might all be standalone. I'd have to ask. I can never tell from Lorbemal Grow Oglock. It's one of the Fighters Guild dudes. I'm thinking Vivek. I'm gonna try Vivek.
Why walk when you can run?
I hate...
Why walk?
That's another one of the things, is I totally fine with having to like figure everything out through text and shit. Just kind of doesn't hold your hand type of thing. But man, it really sucks when they do not describe things very well in these journals, because you are just kind of screwed. And they give you enough notes where I don't feel like I need to write my own. So it's kind of like, no clue. Yeah, I figured nobody would. I mean, I could always look it up. There's like a laziness and a pride thing. Yesterday I had to spawn in some fucking items. Quest items. because I'd stolen them originally and sold them to a vendor, and I'd have no idea where the fucking vendor was. I was like, well, if I don't do this, I can't go farther than the Thieves Guild. I had to figure out how to spawn in some books. And I usually try to keep all my quest items, but the way the books were named is it made it seem like it was just the name of the book, not a particular guy's version of the book. That sucked. I had to use the no clip too a few times. It's either that or reload. I'm like, well, there's no clip. Don't finish the quest, come back to it later, you can really fuck yourself? Yeah. Which I've been trying to keep it exciting by not just like tunneling too hard in one area or too many quests, but yeah, it definitely can suck. You can definitely lose track of things. I'm glad that the quest journal is in this game. I know the original versions and the Xbox version doesn't have it, but it's still not a perfect thing.
I feel I can
I don't think that's the guy.
a hale and hearty
Nice, got him.
friend.
Devotion. Doesn't have any orders for me. Need a better rank. Okay. Yeah, like some of the directions yesterday I was getting to go to places were just horrible. Like just really poorly written directions. Like I was on the opposite side of a fucking like an island, just going specifically off the directions they gave me. They're not really good at telling you distances and like any landmarks or anything. They just kind of give you like really quick, brief descriptions of where you're going, and that's it. Fuck. Xbox version has it, you just can't search it. You have to flip the pages back and forth. Oh, okay. I don't know what the people were talking about in here, or the person. That's good. Yeah, usually PC is the way to play it here. I know a lot of people play it on Xbox, which is cool, but I mean nowadays I feel like everybody's rig can handle it, so might as well play it on this unless you're after nostalgia. I mean it's more comfortable when I'm sitting in my like non-keyboard mouse setup, but first-person shooters and games like this just feel right on a PC setup. Gotta put that little straw in there. As if it stands out among others. Yeah, the thing yesterday was it wasn't the Sheogorath quest. It was some random quest. I can't remember what it was. But they told me to go to they're like start in Dagon Fell, right? They're like go south past the Dwemer Ruins. You can't go south, you have to wrap around past the Dwemer Ruins. So it's already weird. And they say, once you go south enough, it wasn't really specific, go west. I'm like, okay, go west. And then they say, as soon as the road branches to the southwest towards the coast, which it does almost fucking immediately, just go straight south and your destination will be there. Turns out, you go all the way, I had to look it up, because I was wasting so much time, I felt bad for the people watching, and for myself. So it turns out, the road branches about 5 times southwest of the coast on the way over here, and the fucking thing is hidden in like the mountains, up in like a fucking weird area on this like island over here, and it has like nothing. It's the fucking as far as you could get from this town, and like the directions were just bad. It just didn't make fucking sense. Like, and I followed the directions for a good like 30 minutes to an hour, in a bunch of ways. I scouted the whole island, and it ends up being on the southwest side. In a very hidden area that has nothing to do with what the directions gave me. I'm just like, dude, that is the only problem with this kind of thing. It's like, if this was like real, I could just ask the guy more questions, you know? So it's like, you kind of, to keep immersed, you kind of have to like make sure to give people like good enough directions where they can still have fun, like running around the world doing that kind of thing with the text. Like, I'm not saying I want like objective markers, but like at least make it fucking like comprehensible. The quest where you kill the Daedroth? It might be. I think I ended up... No. It was a Morak Tong quest, I think. I had to kill a a high elf mage who was summoning random shit. He had a bunch of like monsters and Daedric shit that he was summoning. He was just kind of like in a weird tower up on the island. I think it was Morrowind. I don't remember exactly. We were doing them back to back, but no, I don't think so. Yeah, it was like a high elf summoner. Apparently some rogue high elf summoner got in trouble or some bullshit. Alright, continue the Fighters Guild here. Raid the buoyant Armadillo line and an expedition to Voss, which is on a remote island west of Dagenfell. Okay, I guess we could do that. Trying to remember the quickest way to get there. With Silt Striders? Oh, I remember now. I do upload these streams to YouTube, yeah. So link to the YouTube under the stream. It doesn't look very pretty, but it's there. I usually don't do it like right away though. Sometimes it'll be like 2 months afterwards, but they are there. I make sure to put like all of them up, but I have cut a few recently. My Red Dead Redemption 2, my Day 1 and 2 are missing now, so I'm not even going to bother with that. The Talos Principle DLC, I figured I had enough custom music going, and it was enough of me just sitting there staring at the same place for 5 hours, and I shouldn't even bother. And then my Dead Cells, I didn't put that on there, because it was just a guy playing Dead Cells blind for like 2 full runs, which was like 40 hours, but yeah, I don't think people care. I give these like little excuses as to why I don't cut some videos, but I try to keep them all up there. They get any views? My most successful YouTube lists are my VNs, my visual novels, and my SMT Strange Journey Redux playthrough. Some things get some views. In the grand scheme of things, no, they don't have much views. My entire total list of views is like 19,000. And I have like 60 subscribers or something. I've only had the YouTube going for like a year or two. And I don't really like promote it. That's why it's like why my stream isn't like big or nothing. I don't promote. People come in here want to chat. And that's it. And I think that builds an interesting community. Promoting too much, selling out too hard kind of attracts a certain crowd, I guess. But it's mainly just me being lazy, I guess. I should tweet this out, but I didn't. But no, not really. I put them up there because like you can't win if you don't play, so I might as well upload them. But okay. I always fucking talk and I forget where I want to go. Cause I do the same little routes over and over. But no, not too much, man. Which I don't mind. I don't put a shitload of effort into them. I just cut my broadcast up on Twitch. I just cut them up on Twitch into hour chunks. And I try to make sure I don't cut it on top of like a cutscene. And then I cut out breaks a little bit, barely. They're big. And that's it. And then I just try to put like a nice little title to explain what's going on in that chunk. And if it's something that doesn't really have an easy explanation, I don't. And I just put the part number. And that's it. The thing with YouTube is they've kind of moved towards trying to promote the biggest streams. Kind of make them like TV show-esque, like really produced and hardcore and stuff. Like they removed like a year ago or something, maybe less. monetization, getting partnered for just having 10k views. Now you have to have a certain amount of subs, a certain amount of views, a certain amount of concurrent views a month or something, and they made it a lot harder for like a person with smaller videos to kind of make anything from it. So really, and then that goes into their search too. Like, it's hard to search my own videos, and I know exactly what I'm looking for. So really, the things that get views are like the more obscure shit I play. But the goal for the YouTube, if not monetization, is to get more people to come in here. I think YouTube's a cool tool, but I'm not really somebody who spends their time on YouTube, their free time, just hanging out. So I always want people to maybe find something on YouTube and then like come into the stream, you know, chill. Alright, let's find where this is, so the people who just want to see Morrowind aren't fucking pissed. Remote island west of Dagenfell. Oh, okay. But no, not too much, man. Sometimes I'll just stream myself talking and listening to music and just hanging out, cutting YouTube videos. It's so fucking boring. Which usually are cool. If you're an affiliate or a partner, you could keep the streams if you turn on the option for 60 days without doing anything. If you're not an affiliate, it's like 2 weeks. It used to be infinite. You just clicked the button to save forever and it would save it forever. You can highlight the entire broadcast and save it like that, which they don't care. They're fine with. The problem is that there's a bunch... they didn't want to use all the space it took to save everything when most of them never got any views. So they made it so a large chunk of videos would get deleted naturally. Except by people who wanted to save them. So it's like I could highlight the entire thing and just save it on Twitch forever. But I figure I could also put them on YouTube. I thought about doing more than 1 hour chunks on YouTube to kind of just cut the amount of time it took to do YouTube videos. But like, I mean, most people don't want to watch an hour-long video. So like when I started uploading like a 4-hour-long video, like yeah, you can technically come back to a video at any point in the video. But most people's brains aren't fucking thinking about that. Even mine, you know. You see a 4-hour video, you're like, ah, fuck that, you know. Even though YouTube has a way for you to see exactly where you left off.